real life thing. So I got to grab. I honestly started playing this a couple of hours ago, and I thought I'd give my honest opinion on it. So as you can see, it's pretty much a fighting game.
Final round! Ready?
So yeah, there are a few special moves here and there, but ultimately the game is very simple to pick up, especially if you pick the normal settings. Oh right, we've got a move set. Appropriate. Yeah, there's not really much strategy to a fight. You can literally just tap square and keep getting combos. Unfortunately, the game is only in Japanese with English subtitles in certain parts, which makes it kind of annoying, but at the same time, it's not really that bad. I know some people are going to get pissy because, you know...
Final round! Ready? Crash!
Well, I can already see a lot of people already getting upset because they can't, because there's not that many characters. If you haven't seen My Hero Academia, then you're going to be you're going to have a really big problem from the word go. You press X to jump. I should probably talk about controls. Press X to jump. R1 is your block. And also apparently jump. Also R1 square or triangle gives a special move. Circle is your quirk ability. Okay, you can get stuck in walls, that's kind of a thing. That's the first time that's actually happened to me. In terms of characters, you don't really have that many, to be honest, which I think is going to turn a lot of people off. And again, this is mainly a game for fans. You've got, I mean, as you've seen, I've been playing as Tsuyu, but you get Todoroki, Momo, Kirishima, Ida, Midoriya, All Might, naturally, Bakugo, Uraraka, Aizawa, Stain, One for All is when you complete the story, Shigaraki, Gran Torino, Darby, Toga, Muscular, Tsuyu, Kaminari, Tokiyami, Shoot Style Deku is DLC, free DLC, and Jiro. So you don't really get that many characters, and the story mode is really not that long from what I understand. So it's fun, and you can do mission modes. I guess that kind of holds it up. But the one problem I think people are going to have is that if you're used to things like Dragon Ball Budokai and things that have had years to improve, this is kind of the equivalent of Budokai 1. Also, if you like certain characters, I don't even think some of them are even in DLC, so, you know.
Final round! Ready? Crash! 広がれさあソウルセ信号は爆音でなめんな広がれやんのかいっけやってやろうじゃ出し示せ寝てろってか爆音でガセンク飛び道具でセッションだ捕まえるおつけづいた伸びろイヤホン寝てろってか広がれ信号は忘れねえぞ
Yeah, I don't like Bakugo, so it's fun to beat him up.
いい感じじゃん
So honestly, all I can say, I've enjoyed this. I would have preferred an English dub, but I can understand why they didn't. Look at that, Cheap Star Midoriya and regular Midoriya. You can have it without sidekicks, but I've chosen to have a few fights with sidekicks. So yeah, honestly, I don't think it's a bad game. I think some people are going to see it as a disappointment and not worth the £45 or £50, depending on where you get it, price tag. The fact it hasn't got an English dub is pretty sad considering how popular the show has become. The limited roster is quite worrying. They got a trophy for the match.
この勝利を君に捧げよう Amazing!
So I think the benefits, so my final thoughts really on this game are that it's clear that there's a whole, it's really clear that this is easy to just pick up and play. Which is a point in its favour, but I think one of the major problems again people are just going to have against this thing is just that it's so limited in areas. Other games have since surpassed this. Other anime games have found their niche and done a great job with it. The fact that this game requires that you've seen the show means that the game is strictly for fans. This isn't one of those games like Dragon Ball Z, where the Dragon Ball Z games where you start from the beginning of the Saiyan Saga in every game. This literally starts in Season 2.
Final round! Ready? Crash!
Huh. That happened. That was awful. Yeah, no, that is not ending that way.
Final round! Ready? Crash!
Ha! Knocked him unconscious. There we go. Okay, now it makes sense. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the whole thing, as I am a My Hero Academia fan, that they did mention to the creator that asked him about the traitor arc, and it turns out he's completely forgotten the idea was even a thing, which just goes to show you how little it actually meant to him. Yeah, I'm gonna take Sue with me, and, well... Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't let Bakugo just live. Let's fight at UA. I'm sorry, I just do not like Bakugo. I get the whole thing with his character is that he's meant to be... You know, he's an asshole, but he's really powerful. The problem is he's ridiculously unlikable. The shipping wars show that people do actually like Bakugo and ship him with Uraraka for reasons. As horrible as it's going to sound, I kind of just want him to die alone, because the only way he can be redeemed in my eyes at this point is if somebody dies. And that's if he gets close to someone and they die, or he only learns that he likes them if they die, or he dies. Oh...
来ませんわ連続で続くやるよ来ませんわせー突撃食らいなさい想像でしたらさっき想像
Oh, nice.
来ませんわ決めてろってか呼んだ捕まえる続けやるよ完成ですわ一手に裏を応援をじゃあ来ませんわよっと呼んだ捕まえる続
Sorry, this hasn't been much of a review or anything, but I just thought I'd fuck around with the game a little bit, play as some characters I haven't actually played as.
Excellent.
I should probably show you the main menu, really. And yes, Endember is actually a DLC character at this point. Okay. Defeat Bakugo. So yeah, you've got your story mode, you've got your mission mode, which is where you would customize character mode. This is where you can dress up your character, change their outfit to make them, you know, unique to their hue. I haven't actually looked in here yet. You can change characters' custom battle voice. Items on the left, costumes and accessories. You can choose which lines a character says when starting and winning a fight. And mottos. New costumes, accessories and mottos. I don't care. Ida. Right, let's have a look what... Right, so... She has the monotone costume, heroic costume, villain costume, Dart Frog, the open face costumes, villain the school uniform, so just 3 variants of different costumes. That's kind of lame. Head parts, you can get Deku's ears. Okay, some of these things are unequipable apparently. Crying mask, Denver mask, glasses, Mount Lady's mask, stain, ooh, complete villain, beak mask, bear mask, yellow pants, eraser scarf, army teeth, heroic life support, Mina's scarf. So you can get Mina's stuff, but Mina isn't playable. Shoulder pads. Oh, we give her a tail. Bakugo stuff. Gun gauntlets, power bracelets. Knee pads. You know, I might actually make a villain version of Tsuyu. That's just one character. I'm sure certain parts work on others, but... So, let's go overall. Let's just go overall. The game is pretty damn good if you don't try and judge it based solely on the fact that it's not well, it's just not on the level of other anime games. But at the same time, it's fun enough. It's limited. Well, I should probably go over this. And its flaws are that it's got a very small roster. Not every character you're going to like is going to be in there. If you like, considering that Class 1A themselves are in the game, but no, there's like 20 members of Class 1A, and there's not even half of that in there. So, you know, if you like a certain obscure member, you're not going to get them in there. There's only 2 teachers, no Mount Lady, no other characters like that. The DLC so far has only got 3 characters, and one of them is just one character that's already in the game but with new moves. There's no English dub. The story mode is extremely limited and demands that you've been paying attention to the show since Season 1 onwards. Positives. Every fighter does feel unique. Tsuyu does feel a lot more stuck to the ground and a lot more agile than, say, Uraraka, whose entire thing in work seems to be air combos. All Might seems to be all power and nothing much else. I haven't played as some of the other characters yet, but, you know, some work better with ranged, some work better with other settings. Honestly, I like what I'm seeing so far. This isn't a game that's going to be taken seriously. I think it's one that, if it does well enough the first time, I think the problem is going to be that the game has come out at a time when other games, there's an expectation games are meant to be now, or what anime games are meant to be, with their large rosters, their much more diverse gameplay. This is something that would have been amazing around the time Dragon Ball Budokai 1 and 2, but ultimately that's where it's going to fall short, and I can only really recommend this for fans. And if you are a fan of My Hero Academia, you're one of many. But maybe if Namco Bandai make another game, we might just see much better games take off. We might even get an English dub. We might even get an English patch at this point. I'm not sure what the DLC schedule is. But honestly, I can recommend this game for you if you're a fan, and if you're watching this, then you probably are a fan at this point. So, thank you for watching. I'm sorry this isn't much of a review, but there we go. Thank you, and goodbye.